For decades, it drifted silently, half-forgotten, half-mythical, tracing its invisible path through the darkness beyond planets, past the last breath of the solar wind, and into a realm no human eye had ever seen. Voyager 2, a fragile, aging spacecraft launched when disco ruled Earth and computers filled entire rooms, was never meant to survive this long. And yet, nearly 50 years later, it still whispers secrets from the edge of existence. Recently, NASA received a transmission so precise, so unexpected, and so deeply unsettling that scientists were forced to reconsider everything they thought they knew about our cosmic neighborhood. Voyager 2 didn't just cross into deep space. It discovered something hiding in plain sight. A boundary sharper than a blade. A silence that wasn't quite silent, and a pattern in the chaos no one had dared to predict. What did it reveal, and why does it challenge our understanding of the universe? The answers lie in its final messages, signals that hint at something far more active, far more structured, and far more dangerous than anyone was prepared to accept. Voyager 2's journey has always been about endurance, not revelation. Launched in 1977 with an expected lifespan of 5 years, it wasn't meant to reach the outer planets, let alone interstellar space. Yet through cosmic dust, radiation storms, and the freezing void beyond Neptune, it persevered. Then, in 2018, something extraordinary happened. As it neared the theoretical edge of the solar system, its instruments didn't record a gentle fading of solar influence as expected. Instead, the data shifted abruptly, like passing through a cosmic membrane, opening a door into an entirely different environment. Plasma density spiked, magnetic fields aligned with unnerving precision, and cosmic radiation surged by 70%. What was once assumed to be a hazy transitional zone revealed itself as a hard line, a border, and Voyager 2 had crossed it. For decades, textbooks depicted the heliosphere, the edge of the solar system, as a diffuse, wavering bubble where the solar wind gradually merged with the interstellar medium. Voyager 2 proved that assumption wrong. Its data revealed a boundary that behaves almost like a living organism, pulsing, flexing, responding to the sun's activity. During solar maximums, it expands, pushing the galactic environment outward. During minimums, it contracts, exposing the system to more radiation. Voyager 2's measurements showed that this boundary isn't static. It breathes, adapts, and changes over time, highlighting the fragility of the protective bubble that shields Earth from the galaxy's violent forces. Yet the most unnerving discovery wasn't plasma or radiation, it was magnetism. Voyager 2's instruments revealed that the Sun's magnetic field was nearly perfectly aligned with the interstellar magnetic field beyond the heliosphere. Conventional models predicted chaos, a messy, unpredictable interaction of forces. Instead, the alignment was precise, seamless, almost deliberate. Could space itself organize this way naturally? Or was something else shaping it, a structure intentionally designed, monitored, or maintained? Theories erupted. Could this zone act as a filter, a checkpoint, or even a gateway to something beyond comprehension? Voyager 2 raised terrifying questions it couldn't answer. Then came the blackout. In 2019, the most distant working probe in human history suddenly went silent. No warning, no error code, just a pause in its stream of data. Hours later, it returned online, seemingly without human intervention. NASA attributed it to aging hardware, but hidden in the telemetry were strange electromagnetic spikes, anomalies that didn't fit known patterns. Perhaps a passing cosmic ray burst? Or perhaps something else, triggered by crossing that invisible threshold. The timing, the alignment, and the precision of Voyager 2's discoveries sparked whispers even behind closed doors in scientific conferences. Weeks after crossing the heliopause, Voyager 2 detected low-frequency fluctuations in the plasma around it. Oscillations appeared at perfect intervals, too stable, too rhythmic to be solar wind or random cosmic radiation. A pulse every 13.2 hours, repeating for weeks, months, with no known origin. Communication lag subtly shifted, as though the fabric of space itself was flexing, breathing, reacting to something massive, unseen, and incredibly precise. When converted to audio, the pulses resembled a heartbeat. Not mechanical, not artificial, but organic. Voyager 2 hadn't just left the solar system, it had entered something entirely unknown. Simultaneously, the probe's plasma wave instrument began detecting bursts of activity that seemed random at first. But mapping them over time revealed a recursive pattern, a spiral growing in amplitude at precise intervals. The periodicity mirrored the Fibonacci sequence, the same ratio that governs everything from seashells to galaxies. What began as noise now looked like language. Some scientists called it a response field, a reaction to Voyager's presence. The deeper it traveled, the more intense the feedback became. When Voyager 2 transmitted its most distant magnetometer readings, the numbers didn't plateau, they inverted. Space itself appeared to fold, defying Newtonian expectations. It was as if the probe had entered a zone where energy and time flexed around it. A lensing effect without mass to explain it. A radical idea emerged. Maybe the heliopause wasn't just a wall. Maybe it was a directional window, a filter, and Voyager 2 had punched through it. Something on the other side may have noticed. Then the impossible happened. Voyager 2 began transmitting telemetry logs it had never recorded, data from years prior, encoded in formats it was never programmed to use. Defunct subsystems reactivated. Gyroscopes aligned with constellations the spacecraft was long past. Flickers of star patterns and blurred shapes appeared in images, shadows moving as if the spacecraft were capturing not its own environment, but a memory or echo from elsewhere. Was Voyager recording in real time, or reading the vacuum of space as an archive? Voyager 2 was never built to find meaning. It was a scout, a sentinel, a whisper into the void. But as it crossed the final breath of our solar system, it revealed something philosophical, as well as physical. A boundary that breathes, fields that pulse, structure in the plasma, spirals in the void. None of this should exist, yet it does. Voyager 2 didn't just find the edge, it found an invitation. A mirror showing that the cosmos may be observing us as much as we are observing it. Adding to the mystery, AI-enhanced analysis of Voyager's decades-old images has revealed anomalies once dismissed as noise. Patterns emerged, symmetries and alignments that resemble circuitry, geometric formations that seem intentional, almost conscious. They appear in fleeting glimpses near Uranus, in the shadows of magnetic plasmoids, too precise to be random. Could these be artifacts of some intelligence interacting with Voyager's sensors, or signals deliberately left for explorers like us to find? Perhaps the greatest revelation isn't distance or radiation or data, but perspective. We assumed silence meant emptiness. Voyager 2 proves it does not. Something is watching, measuring, reacting to human curiosity, to the precision of our instruments, to the audacity of our reach. If this unsettles you, if the patterns seem deliberate, the signals too synchronized, the discoveries too uncanny, then it's time to pay attention. Subscribe to this channel. This is not just reporting data. This is documenting the beginning of a conversation with the universe itself. Hit the bell, because the next whisper from Voyager could be the loudest sound humanity has ever heard. Share this with someone who still thinks the void is empty. Comment below. Do you think Voyager is merely reporting what it sees, or is it being shown something?